Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, the honorable judges of the English speech contest. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Aisya Elzanita Fauzan from Tuesday Junior High School of Maos. First of all, let us give thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, the Lord of the universe, who has given grace and blessings so we can all gather in this room in good condition and be happy. And don't forget, blessings and greetings are always bestowed on our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who guided us from darkness to light. So, I stand here to convey about the English fun learning. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about English? Maybe about the international language or something? Yes, without me telling you, maybe you already understand that English is an international language and language of instruction. Then, what is that full language of instruction? And why has English become an international language and language of instruction? As you know, the international language is the language used to facilitate communication. Therefore, English is known as an international language that is often used by people all over the world with the aim making communication easier. As you know, a lot of books, magazines, encyclopedias are presented in English. Ladies and gentlemen, for me, learning language is very important, especially learning English, because language is a means of interacting with the people around us. As I said earlier, English is known as an international language as a means of facilitating communication. So English can be a forum for us to interact freely with the people all over the world. Of course, if there is no container that accommodates collections or interpreting language, then communication will be difficult to do. Ladies and gentlemen, learning a language is actually not that difficult. But many students feel like learning language is so difficult, a lot of things to memorize, and incomprehensible. Because of this, many students don't like learning language, especially learning English. So don't be surprised if one day there is a foreign tourist who tries to communicate or just asks, "Where am I?" Just hit the language and eventually difficult to interact. So, it needs to be emphasized that English is important to learn. Ladies and gentlemen, learning must be in happy situations so you are not pressured, not burdened during the learning process. It's the same thing with learning English. How can we learn English if you are not happy or feel like lazy while studying? Of course, it doesn't make students not excited. So, how can we be happy while studying? There are two keys. First, we must instill an optimistic attitude. Second, we must be individuals who are always passionate about learning language. And one of the methods to make English easy to learn is the English fun learning method. English fun learning is the basic method of learning English by combining several games in the activity. This activity is carried out to increase our verbal interaction in English through games that allow the development of communication, understanding, creativity, and can be foster interest in speaking English. And the target of implementing this activity is elementary and junior high school students. Ladies and gentlemen, as we know, learning English can be fun. For example, read books, watch movies, listen to English music, or other things that can add to our vocabulary. Or you can use the method of learning with friends with Scrabble, a game that forms a number of English words with a series of existing letters. And there are many ways that can apply it. Ladies and gentlemen, people say, if you can speak English, you can control the world. From that saying, let's improve our way to learning again. Change the mindset that English is not difficult to learn. and increase our activities related to English. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's all of my speech. We can conclude that English is important to learn and many ways or methods to make learning English fun. I'm sure we can improve our language skills. That's all. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum